Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Detroit Lions preview show here at MLive. I'm Kyle Meinke.
I'm Nate Atkins.
It's week 17. It's Lions and Packers with nothing to play for, Nate. Lions knocked out of contention, obviously, last week with that really ugly loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. I think there was about 1,000 people there, and none of them were playing very good football. But obviously now the page turns to Jim Caldwell and what's his future with the franchise. That's the biggest question that's going to be facing the Lions and Bob Quinn as they proceed into the offseason next week. So Nate, what do you think happens with Jim Caldwell? Do you think he gets fired, or do you think he comes back for another go at it in 2018?
Again, we're reading tea leaves because we don't get to talk to ownership, and they no commented after the game on Sunday, but I think Jim Caldwell's probably on his way out if I had to pick one or the other. It's just a situation where they bring him back for this season after it was sort of up in the air at this time last year, and they wanted to see improvement. They wanted to see things change, and they're really not much different than they were last year. They're going to end up either 8-8 or 9-7. They're going to have the worst run game in the league, a defense that's kind of limping at the end of the season, and a great passing game that doesn't put it all together on the road. And so it's time for Bob Quinn to start thinking about it. He didn't bring Jim Caldwell in. He has a chance to hire his own coach, and I think this is an opportunity where he might take that.
Yeah, and I agree with you, and I've written about that this week. I think Caldwell should go, and I think he will go. Listen, has he won a championship here in 4 years? No. Has he won a playoff game? No. Won't even make the playoffs this year. I think he was a good coach, the right coach even, for the Lions for a while. I started covering this team in 2013 when Schwartz was still here and Martin Mayhew, and the culture was totally different. It's totally changed under Caldwell and now obviously Bob Quinn. There's an expectation for winning. There's more consistency from top to bottom. But is he the right coach to take you forward? That's the question Bob Quinn has to ask. And with the Lions having the same problems over and over and that inability to turn the corner, I think after 4 tries and 4 goes at it, the time has come for Jim Caldwell to go. All right, Nate, we got another reader question, so let's consult the Twitter machine. Sticking with the Caldwell theme here, this one comes from AJ Albright. Will Stafford make the Lions an attractive destination for a head coach with the large number of expected openings this offseason? It's a great question because there are going to be a ton of openings this year. I think like 11 or maybe as many as 12. I think that's got to be nearly a record for when it's like half the league. So there's going to be some competition for the Lions if they do release Caldwell to bring somebody new in. But I do think Matthew Stafford gives them a leg up on a lot of these openings around the league. Somebody wise told me one time, there's 2 types of teams in the NFL, those with quarterbacks and those looking for quarterbacks. And you've got a quarterback. If you're looking for a quarterback, you're in no man's land, or you're going into the draft looking to trade away picks and stuff to move into position to take a quarterback, to take a chance on finding a quarterback who's as good as Stafford. And he's not Aaron Rodgers, he's not Tom Brady, but he's good enough you can win with. And this is not a rebuild. There's enough talent in place with a guy like Matthew Stafford, enough targets to throw to, that a coach can come in and win right away. And I think that makes this a very attractive option.
Yeah, it's Stafford, and it's also just the passing game in general. Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, they work out an extension, Theo Riddick, potentially Eric Ebron next year. Stafford trusts these guys. He's played well with them for multiple years. It's something you don't have to come in and change at all. So if there's a defensive coach or a guy who's really good at the running game, thinks he can come in and fix those areas, he feels like he has a chance to win here. I think this is one of the best openings in the NFL. It's easy to argue that the Lions have the best opening, and that's a big reason why Caldwell is on the hot seat, is that you can do better with what's here.
That's what we got for today and for our season of preview videos. Thanks everyone for watching. Before we get out of here, do you have a prediction for us?
I do. I think the Lions work this one out, as meaningless as it is. I'm going to go 24-17. The Packers are just really bad. I think they've packed it in even more. They're not necessarily fighting for a coach the way the Lions are, and I think the Lions get this one.
I got the Lions 23-20. There's still a lot of Caldwell love in that locker room. I think the guys will be playing for him, knowing what's on the line for him. Certainly, if they lose to the Bengals and the Packers down the stretch, he's probably gone no matter what. So Matthew Stafford versus Brett Hundley, give me Matthew Stafford every time. I'll take the Lions. That's what we got. I'm Kyle.
I'm Nate.
We're MLive. Keep it right here.